Hey everybody, welcome back around to the Blog and Grill. It has been a long time coming, but I am back here live on Doug's Sports Blog and Grill. I am your host, Doug, with your video blog for March 15th, 2014, halfway through the month of March, a day away from Selection Sunday. We got Bracketology, free agents in the NFL, and some spring training and quick hits as well. So first I want to get to the Bracketology. The big tournament going on right now is the ACC Tournament. We have Pittsburgh and Virginia right now going toe-to-toe in Greensboro. Right now, currently, Virginia leads 26-24 at half. Talib Zana playing big time for Pitt with 12 points. And for Virginia, their big score right now is Malcolm Brogdon with 6 points. He had the big shot in the win against Pittsburgh earlier on in the year. Syracuse, they fell last night. They couldn't hit a shot. Duke and NC State will play later today, and we could have a Duke-Virginia matchup in the final, which would be a great game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. This has really shifted my number one seeds. Right now, my number one seeds are Florida, Arizona, Wichita State, and Louisville. Now, Louisville sneaking in there. Louisville has been playing some great basketball as of late, blowing people out. Louisville peaking at the right time. But the question is, where is Syracuse right now? I think Syracuse right now is a 3 seed. If they get in the East Regional, though, they can still make a run at Dallas, okay? Next I want to look at the most dangerous team. I think the most dangerous team going into the tournament is Oklahoma State. A lot of weapons, like I said. Markel Brown, Phil Forte, Marcus Smart's playing well. This team is going to be dangerous in the tournament, probably an 8 or 9 seed, but still could be dangerous. A high seed, I think, will fall early. I think Villanova could fall in their second game, and I think they'll be a 2 seed now. They could fall in a 2-7 matchup, and that would be interesting for sure. We're going to have all the bracket information. We'll have more bracket stuff next week. Brackets come out tomorrow. The bracket pool for Doug's Grill 2014 is still open. It's under Doug's Grill 2014. The password is all lowercase, DOUG 93. Okay, so it's Doug93. That is our password for the bracket pool this year. I think we already have 3 people in it, and I'll also make the big bracket as well to show you on here. So a lot of stuff going on. I will keep you updated. If you follow me on Twitter, YankeeBaller415, I'm going to keep you updated on my number 1 seeds and more. Okay, so stay tuned to that and what will happen to Syracuse as well, what I think as this night progresses here. NFL free agency has been wild and crazy. I'm going to give you my winners, my losers, and so far who's been doing what they should be doing. First off, my team that has made the most good moves, I'm going with the Patriots. They signed Darrelle Revis for a year and $12 million. Then they go out and get Brandon Browner. You can see that they know for the next year they're going to have to go through Denver and all those weapons to get to the Super Bowl. They know that, and they know they got to get defensive backs, so they went out and got Revis and Browner. I like the moves. My team that didn't do very well with their moves are the Cowboys. The Cowboys let their biggest defensive player leave, DeMarcus Ware, on a defense that was already bad and has not improved. We'll have to see if they can improve through the draft, or Cowboys could have another rough year ahead of them. My player who I like, the player who I think won, Jonathan Martin, even though he wasn't signed in free agency, he got traded to Jim Harbaugh with the 49ers. He won't be in the limelight. He can kind of sink back. Harbaugh, Kaepernick, they'll take over the limelight for him. And this is a good move for Martin, a good offensive system that he understands, and we'll see if Jonathan Martin can succeed and if he can. The player I think that lost has to be Eric Decker, going from the Broncos to the Jets. It's iffy when you have wide receivers moving. We saw Santonio Holmes come off a good year in Pittsburgh, went to New York, struggled. Could be the same thing for Decker. He said he had the great quarterback in Peyton Manning throwing to him for the last 2 seasons. His numbers have been up big time. But with Geno Smith, that's going to be questionable. So Eric Decker could find some struggles in New York. That's all I got for free agency. This is a quick blog today. I want to get to spring training. A couple of pitching announcements made for opening day. Jeff Samardzija will pitch for the Cubs against the Pirates on opening day, and David Price will be the opener for the Jays. Not a whole lot of Yankee news. Yankees have split squad action today with the O's and the Marlins. Guys that aren't playing: Nunez, McCann, Ellsbury, and Teixeira. Okay? So just something to notice there. NASCAR this weekend is at Bristol. I am 1-2 on the year picking NASCAR winners. I'm going Jeff Gordon at Bristol to get it done. All right? And we have an update from New York. The Knicks taking on the Bucks today. Knicks knowing that they got to make some big-time strides down the stretch to get to the playoffs. For sure, still, I believe, 3.5 games out of a playoff spot in the East. Knicks right now leading after the third, or just started the fourth quarter, 88-68. Okay, big performers today: J.R. Smith with 15, Iman with 10, Hardaway Jr. with 14. Let's see, Melo leads the way with 23 and 7, and Stoudemire, another big game, with 15 points. Big bracket will be out. Always remember to follow me on Twitter, YankeeBaller415. That's YankeeBaller415. Comment, question, subscribe to my page. Thanks for tuning in to the Blog and Grill. I'll be back next week. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest of your weekend.